Welcome, everybody. It's lovely to see you all. You're all looking fantastic today. Whoa, what happened to my face there? That's not normal. Supposed to be in a late night chair. Shit, that music's loud. I think my producer's trying to kill me here. No, do not forget to like the video, subscribe. We're going to get straight into it, guys. We have our guests waiting, and I'm looking forward to this one. Chiara Goldsmith, who plays Fia. Let's get straight into it, guys. I hope you enjoy the interview. We don't muck around these days. You know what I mean? We don't muck around. Chiara, can you hear me all good?
I can. Can you hear me?
Beautifully. We are live. How are you?
I'm all right. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming on.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I love that backdrop there. What's that right behind you? That's amazing.
It's a little South American tapestry.
Ooh, right. I love this.
Slide right back in front of it. Yeah.
I appreciate a nice background because sometimes it's just complete white. So no.
Every wall is heavily adorned in my pad. So this little guy is keeping me company.
You're in London, right? Based in London?
I am. Yes.
How is it up there at the moment?
It's actually sunny and cloudy. I'm talking about the weather, so I hope that's the right response.
Yeah.
I hope that's the English response you were looking for.
Isn't it always raining up there? That's what I've been told.
No.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. A lot of the time. It's not like Australia.
No.
Put it that way.
Have you been to Australia?
Never. Very sadly, never. I want to come to Australia.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I nearly came to do some. There are some amazing festivals, and came close to it one summer. But then I think it was something to do with money.
For your comedy act.
That's right.
Do you want to tell people a bit about that? Because I'd like to know as well. Because I know that's a big part of what you do.
Yeah, sure. My gosh. Well, I'm in a duo. A comedy duo called Roshi and Chiara. Very original, just our names with an ampersand in between the two. And we've been together for since 2013.
Whoa, that's a long time for a duo.
Yeah, we are not yet divorced, so something's working. And yeah, we do lots of live comedy, but we also are sort of writing together and pitching things. And we were most recently in a kids TV show for the BBC together. So that's been quite fun.
Wow, awesome. So it's for adults, the show, or is it for all ages? Or
our live comedy, is usually for adults, but I mean, kids can come too. We're not rude or lewd, but some things maybe kids just don't really know what we're on about. And the references are very kind of our kind of generation. I'm guessing we're the same generation. So some things, obviously, they've got no idea what we're talking about. But then again, neither do the adults. So who knows?
You have. Did I read that you had some like Italian heritage as well?
Yes, I am half Italian, and I grew up there, so I'm bilingual, Italian and English.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You just swapped the two there.
Oh, did I? Shit.
Say.
Does that help you get any roles, or like like having another language, or is it just one of those tools? Like, what has it helped you at
Um,
all?
Not particularly, no.
Yeah.
I think it just maybe has contributed to a very keen interest in accents and voices,
Mm.
musical ear perhaps. But no, it hasn't really got me that much work. I've done a couple of adverts
Yeah.
for Italian television, just voiceover. But no, because I'm based here,
Yeah.
everything's very kind of English.
I wonder how Fia would sound in Italian.
Oh well, we could arrange that. We could get that sorted on this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
We might have to hear that later.
yeah. Okay.
So on your Instagram, just before, I was laughing because you said the last game I played was Mario Land on my friend's Game Boy when I was 7. That can't be
Oh,
the last game, really?
that was a little sort of comical. That was a lie,
Okay.
um, but it's not far off the truth.
Yeah,
Um,
I figured.
I I feel like I'm going to get cancelled on here, but I've never had
No.
um, a video game, a
What?
video box.
Oh, no. A
I
video
don't
game
know.
console.
Yeah, no, I've never
Yeah.
had that in my life.
Really?
Really,
So
truly.
no
Yeah.
PlayStation, Xbox, none of that?
No. So my partner has an old PlayStation here. We live together. So we've been playing a bit of Harry Potter, and I think it's on the. Is it on the PlayStation? I don't even know. Maybe it's not a PlayStation. I don't know.
You're in
Forgive me.
Elden Ring, the biggest
I
game
know.
of the year, the biggest
Yeah,
selling game, and you're playing Harry Potter on an old PlayStation.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You probably struggle at Elden Ring because it's not the most, it's not the easiest game. Let's just say that.
It looks like a film. I mean, I don't understand. I once tried to play. Was it the James Bond? There was a James Bond game like years and years and years and years ago, and I remember I
Yeah.
just kept making him smack his head against the wall over and over again because I just couldn't get him to walk in a straight line. So no.
Surely you've played like, do you remember the phase where the Wii was popular and you'd play Wii Sports Bowling? Were you a part of that? No, not at
Absolutely no.
all.
No, nothing. Zero.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. There you go. Well, look, you've got your own interests. That's fine. I mean, you're not the first actor to say that they've never played a game. That's for sure. Most of them don't play, so you'll be happy to hear that.
Maybe it's because we're too busy. Sort of. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Navel gazing. We're brushing our hair. No, I don't know. Just never been.
So have you been keeping up with what's happening with Elden Ring in terms of, the reviews and everything, or are you on to the next job? Like, how does it work for you? Because I know you haven't done too many video games, have you? You've only done
No.
Not My Hero.
Yep. Yes, that's right. That was ages ago. Yeah, and then I've done some tests for other video games, but I've never. This is my first.
What do you mean test?
Like auditions, and then maybe sometimes tests for characters, and then like so they might say we have an idea for something, and then I might do like a little workshop of like a couple of hours in a studio for the directors or the producers, and then if they like me, which is what happened this time, I got the actual job. But other times they've then chosen a different type of voice, maybe a man or maybe a different accent or someone who sounds older or younger or whatever. So
Yeah, right. So how did this one come all about? Is it just the normal process, or is there anything different about it?
I don't know what the normal process is, but I think it was the normal
You
process.
tell me, and I'll tell you if it's
Okay,
normal.
yeah, that sounds good. My voice agent emailed me and
Yep.
asked me to do an audition,
Yep.
which I did at home, and then that went well. But then I think there was like a change in direction for the character. She originally had a different name.
Yeah, I did
And
hear that. Yeah.
yeah, and so then they asked me to come in to do some tests to help them understand which direction they wanted her to go in, kind of thing. And
Right.
it still wasn't confirmed whether I actually had the role or not. But then I did the test, and then a month later, I got the job. And then I went back and I recorded it.
Lady Yulia, does that sound familiar?
Yep.
I do my
Yep.
research. I do
Yes.
my stuff.
Yeah.
So then, in terms of when you book the gig, do you know it's Elden Ring? What do you know? You just know that it's a video game, and that's it.
Well, I look. No, I look. I mean, I can use a laptop. I'm very basic, but I can use a laptop. I and I know what Google. I know Google. No, I'm joking. So I looked up the website, and yeah, I mean it. I'm familiar with that sort of um, form of, yeah. I mean, to me, it's just like a movie. I mean, it's incredible.
Yep.
So I kind of looked it up, but it was all very secretive and very kind of,
Yeah,
we had to sign NDRs and stuff like that. So
that's what I thought. Yeah. So when did you do the voice? Back in 2019, 2020, or is it
it
more
was
recent?
more recently. It was
Yeah.
just at the end of where are we? Yeah, end of 2021.
Really? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. So it's pretty fresh in your mind.
Yeah, yeah, very fresh.
And what was the direction in terms of the voice? Because it's a very, I like to call it an ASMR fan's dream. It's very, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's enchanting or soothing voice, you know?
Well, that's good. That was definitely part of the direction, was
Yeah.
to make her soothing and warm, and
Mm.
she inevitably kind of is quite sexy, but they were trying to kind of maybe, because it's kind of obvious because of what she does in terms of, she's physical and she's beautiful and whatever.
Mm.
I think they were trying to kind of steer her away from that and make her more kind of nurturing and loving. Like she it's emotional. And
Mm.
but yes, definitely, like, I was really close to Mike. It was really, really whispered and quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of the direction.
And did you have, who was directing you on this one? Was it the guys from Software? Because we just had Anthony on, and he said he had Miyazaki and a couple of producers. Was that with same with you?
Yeah, so we had so there was the director who is in the UK, who's I believe called Adam.
Yep.
And he was I was in the booth and he was on the other side of the glass with the technician. But we were all on a call with Miyazaki.
Yep.
Don't want to
Yeah.
Miyazaki.
Yep.
So we were all kind of working together, and there was an interpreter who would translate sort of his direction and where he wanted to go, and then Adam would retranslate that again into like his version of where to take you as an actor, kind of thing.
Right. And can you
So
speak
yeah,
on what direction he would say to you? Are you allowed to reveal that? Like, was it just a couple of like just a little bit of maybe do this different, or was it more
yeah.
direct, or what?
I mean, it kind of depended on. There were lots of different sort of stages,
Mm.
and so it sort of depended. I mean, I think, yeah, he would try to kind of interpret maybe what Miyazaki was kind of aiming for, and then he would like, once, I guess it's like, once you understand somebody's vibe,
Mm.
say I'm a bit of silly, so he'd just be like, yeah, whisper a bit more, or he'd say like, or it would be much more intense, like, no, she, like, we really need, like, she has to feel this, and like she's really concerned, and or she's on the back foot, she doesn't want to give anything away. So it was a
Mm.
kind of range of things, and sometimes it was a bit more direct and quick and funny, and then other times it was more like in depth. And yeah.
Are you familiar with like the gamers, like they're loving this character? Do you know that? Like they're absolutely loving it.
Oh,
I don't know if you know
Well,
this.
I funnily enough had a conversation with an old classmate of mine from Italy, who's watching now, James Venturi,
Hey,
and
James.
hey James, I told him I'd do a little shout out, and he told me about this meme which is going around. Shocking, frankly, but yes, he sent me the meme, and he sent me an image of Fia with her hood down to show me what she looked like, and I said, well, it's going to be a shock when they see me because I don't look like her.
Oh, far
But
out.
no, I didn't. I have no idea. What's the situation? Should I be scared?
No, no. I mean, it's just everyone loves getting a hug. It seems all these gamers, they just love getting a hug. Um, I had some comments here. Mum never hugged me. I just need this one hug. That was
Oh,
that was one of the top comments on one of my videos. Fear is just everyone's outlet after being touch starved for 2 years due to the global pandemic. Let the gamers hug this nice lady. Isn't
well,
it
I'm
funny?
pleased. I
Isn't
think
it?
I'm pleased. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. No, no. Everyone's very impressed. It's just funny to me that because obviously you're not a big gamer and you wouldn't have known Miyazaki-san's work. He's like royalty in gaming in a way, and you wouldn't
Right.
have known that. So you probably didn't feel the pressure, right?
No, and I think maybe that's for the best. I mean,
Mm.
you do feel pressure anyway because as an actor, I think we always do.
Yeah,
But maybe, yeah, I think. I mean, obviously, I felt pressure because they were on the call, and you can sense that he's a very important person and that he's very invested and very involved. But in a way, maybe not knowing much about the world is helpful because then
yeah.
you're kind of just focusing on what you have to do, and you're just a cog in a big machine.
But you can say to your friends now, "Oh yeah, I just worked with George R. R. Martin on a project."
Yes, well, I did say that.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, I would.
No, I did know it was George. I did know it was his sort of story.
Yeah.
Right? Is that right? His story.
He sort of came up with the world and the lore of it, I guess, to an
Mm-hmm.
extent. Yeah. I don't know what the full involvement was, but I'm sure he was paid well. Um,
Yes.
someone here in the chat says, watching together with my husband, who was a classmate of yours in high school. Is that the one you were just
Oh,
talking about?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Who is, I believe, a huge ASMR star. This lady that is talking to you now.
Yes, she is. I think
Yes.
she's got a decent little YouTube. I need to check
I
this out.
yes, they no, they do. They definitely do, and I just learned of it like
Whoa,
speaking with you.
300,000 followers.
Hmm.
Love to see it. And it
So there
makes
we go.
sense because Fia, bit of ASMR as well.
Yes, well, he contacted me on Instagram saying, "I can't believe this is you." I mean, the last time I saw him was about 20 years ago, so
Wow.
bit of a
Isn't that
shock.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
She likes South American tapestry, a lovely English accent. She would be an amazing option for a new Lara Croft. How does that sound?
Oh,
Tomb Raider.
oh, I mean, might need a bit of padding, but yeah, let's do it. Thank you.
Does does she know about the meme made about her hugs? Yes, we just talked about that. I always thought the voice acting in From Software games sounds so different. Always a very nice, soft voice. Yeah, I've noticed in these games there is a bit of a different feel to them. And there's always such a high quality in the actors. I don't know. The cast in this one's amazing. Do you know any of the cast in this one, or are they all just names to you?
Well, I looked at your wonderful video in which you went through all the cast members, and just to see if I recognized a couple of the ladies.
Yeah.
I don't actually know anybody else.
Wow. There you go.
No, yeah, I guess I don't know. I think a lot of people, a lot of actors, a lot of voice actors are based in London.
They
Like,
are.
that,
Why is
yeah,
that? That's crazy. There's so many.
I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Something in the water. I don't know.
It seems like it's either LA or London
Yeah,
times that I'm interviewing people. Hence why I'm always up late.
bless you. What time is it there?
1 a.m. at the moment.
Oh, you poor man. Okay.
When do you usually in bed by? Are you a late night owl?
No, not really. I
No.
actually have COVID at the moment, so I've been
Oh
falling asleep
shit.
at 9.
Shit. You're so casual about it. Well, you
Oh
got
yeah,
it. You
just a
look
bit of sleep.
you look fine. No symptoms or anything. Like nothing too bad.
No, I've had a cold and a cough for a few days, but I've already had it a year ago, so I guess I'm sort of
A veteran.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, a vet. Hmm.
So Fia is a deathbed companion.
Yes.
Is that just someone that what say? Can you explain that to me or for anyone?
Me,
Yeah.
she sleeps with the like the way I think about it is the souls, the spirits of the I don't know who, the elders. I don't know, people from the.
Okay.
She kind of so she
When you
once
say
they're dead.
sleep, are we talking about all the way or just sleep?
No, all the way because
Oh, wow.
she carries a child at some point or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Am I meant
Okay.
to say that? Am I giving everything away? Is
I
this
think
wrong?
I think you've got a sniper on your head
Are you gonna get
from
arrested?
no, no, I think that's right. I think that's right. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
explained.
yeah. So
S
she's sort of carrying on some form of dynasty or something for
yeah.
uh, yeah.
It's
So yeah,
very complicated. I don't blame you. Um, because I didn't even know. Like I thought it was just the hugging and that was it for the Fia character, and then all of a sudden this whole quest came up, and you had all
right.
these lines and massive dialogue. So
Yeah,
that was great. No,
yeah.
um,
Lots happens. Lots happens.
yeah. Oh, it's a great quest for anyone that hasn't seen it. So she gives out hugs. Are you a hugger? That's the real
Yes,
question.
I am a hugger. Yeah, no, I am. I am. Much to my chagrin. Often people don't want hugs, especially post COVID. Sorry,
No, no,
I've got the sun following me through. I try to pull the blinds so that I'm consistent, but I have this like holy patch of
that's
light
all
that's.
right. That's all right. Um, Here's a question. Watching while playing Elden Ring, perfect timing. There you go.
Oh,
How much info did you get on the character and the lore in Elden Ring to get into the role?
okay. Not much. um, you get like I got a couple of images of her, some
Okay.
drawings,
Yep.
and I got like yeah, just kind of explaining
The
what you
situation.
said. She's a deathbed companion, which means this.
Yep.
Um, that was it, really. Yeah, very
Really?
little.
And
Mm.
does that make
And
your
then,
life difficult in a way,
uh,
or easier?
I mean, I don't know. I kind of guessed. So when I did the audition at home, I sort of put an echo on the track because I felt like it was that sort of ethereal kind of I don't know, elven for want of a better word, vibe. And then that sort of was right. And then I guess once I got in the booth, then I was a bit more like I was asking quite a lot of questions, like, but why is she doing this? What is she? Um, you know, uh, and I guess I don't think about things like how old is she, or because I'm like, well, she's coming from me, so she's gonna have to
Mm.
be my age or whatever. So
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of it's me, but she's sort of yeah. What does she do? What's her quest? What's her point? Because
Yeah.
otherwise, I don't really know what her urgency is. Why is
Yeah.
she doing it?
What's your reaction when you're reading some of these lines? Like, great champion, allow me to hold you, but briefly. Always calling me a great champion. I was loving it.
Oh well,
Fantastic.
you know. A little wink and a smile.
I mean, like, I feel like you would have to laugh a little bit at some of the lines. Am I wrong?
You
Because,
do. I
yeah,
mean, it depends. I mean, I guess it depends where you're coming from. I come from quite sort of dark comedy. So for me, of course, I'm laughing, but I also
yeah,
respect it. It's like
yeah, oh,
it's
yeah,
a job, and it's incredibly fun, and it's incredibly well crafted. But of course, if
oh,
you're,
yeah,
depending on where you're coming from, I'm sure there are some people who are like really kind of earnestly like involved and just like, yes,
oh,
they are
yeah.
the great champion. Whereas I'm, of course, done having a little giggle, but I try and rein it in.
So, so has it set in for you that millions of people around the world have heard your voice?
No,
Does that
absolutely not.
does that compute? To me,
I
it'd
think
just
later
be
this
crazy.
evening I'll have a little think about what you just said and freak out.
No, seriously, because she's one of the first characters we meet. Really, one of the first
Oh,
few
right.
anyway, and within the first few hours, people are getting hugs. So to me, it's just crazy to think that
Mm.
millions and millions of people. This is the best-selling game in the US this year, and it's only been out for 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my god! No,
yeah.
I have no idea.
It's
That's
unbelievable.
absolutely insane. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, run with these stats, please, when you're talking to people.
Wow. I hope I
You
get a
got
couple of jobs out of it.
to please hire this woman, guys.
Please, guys, come on.
Far out. Uh,
That's amazing. I would never think of that. Didn't know.
please, anyone in the chat, if you've got any questions, we'll be happy to answer them here. We got one here. Does she know there is a character called Dung Eater in the game?
Yes. Do they eat poo? Excuse me. Sorry. Is that what they
Um,
do?
I mean, by the
Eat
title, you'd
dung?
think so, wouldn't you? By his
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
but oh shit.
Whatever.
In Elden Ring, there's also a meme about people being called maidenless, where they're implied intercourse after she gave the hugs. Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
well, yeah.
apparently 10 million copies have been sold.
10 million. My God, that is just. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So you mentioned dark comedy. Is that what you do in that duo show? Is that like is
We're
that
not dark, we're not dark, but we're quite surreal, and I think us Brits tend to be a little on the dark side, maybe a little bit cynical.
yeah.
We take everything with we're not earnest, are we? I wouldn't say earnestness is a very British trait. So
I think you're
you know,
lovely.
thank you. I think maybe if you watch like the programs coming out of like the UK like comedy programs,
Mm.
in number 9. I don't know if you guys have that in Australia. Um, the League of Gentlemen,
Have
that kind of.
you heard of Auntie Donna?
No.
Oh, I suggest looking there. I'm seeing them at a comedy show in a couple of days, and they're really funny. A lot of ad lib.
Auntie
Uh,
Donna.
Auntie Donna, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look
Oh,
them up.
okay.
Tell you'll enjoy it for sure. I reckon they started on YouTube and now they got onto Netflix and they're doing pretty well by the looks
I'm
of
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna
But
write that down.
yeah, yeah, seriously. Did you have a theatre background at all, or was
Yes.
it you did right? Because I was going to
Yeah.
say that would help in the stand up aspects, wouldn't it?
Yes. So we kind of do. It's a sort of surreal character sketch stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we flip in and out of lots of different voices, and we both trained. We trained together, and we trained at a theatre school, like a postgraduate sort of MA, and
Yeah.
yeah. So that's kind of our background.
I'm
My background.
curious. I'm curious. Does anything translate from those live shows to the voice acting? Is there any skill that comes across, or are they just completely different beasts?
Um, well, they're completely different, but I'd say maybe improvising, being awake, being alive to direction and going with the flow, and sort of, uh, you're standing up literally in the booth. You're not like sitting, so you're physical as you do it. So there's that, I
Are
guess.
you physical with this role? Because it was very soft spoken. I don't imagine you going like this while being
No,
fair.
not really. But
You know
there was
what I
a
mean?
lot of like, I was like
Oh, were you
praying.
really?
Yeah, I was doing lots of like things like
Love
that.
it, love it. That's great. That's fantastic. You know what? I watched one of your short films that I believe you wrote. Well, I don't know if you call it a short film, but it was Spot the Difference
Spot the difference. Can't remember.
during
Don't
the
know.
pandemic.
Oh, that was written by Mr. Jos Norris, who's a
Oh,
fantastic comedian.
right.
Yes.
Well, that was very creepy. The one I
Yeah.
watched. That was. I didn't think. I thought it was going to be a comedy, and then I get that.
That's,
So
yeah, comedians during a pandemic just get really scared and
yeah,
scared,
apparently.
sad and dark. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely look it up, guys. Spot the
Oh
difference.
dear.
Is that just stuff you did to just keep the mojo going?
Yeah, I mean we're really bad with our online presence. Our YouTube channel's about a decade old and we never upload anything, so it's really not representative of anything. But yeah, that was our friend Jos, who is a great comedian, and he is much better at kind of shooting things at home. And yeah, he was saying, guys, I'm literally crawling up the walls. Let's do something over Zoom. And that was like
Yeah.
right at the time when we weren't allowed out, basically. So yeah, we just did that.
Did that really affect you in terms of work, or was it because some people it hit them hard, others they ended up getting more work, voice acting, work from home, or whatever? How did it go for you the last few years, if you don't mind me asking?
No, of course not. It affected our live stuff, of
Mm,
course,
yeah,
hugely, and was
yeah.
quite devastating.
Mm,
Uh, but I was very lucky in that, yes, I worked more in voiceover than I had done in the last few years because I had a setup at home and I was available all the time and I wasn't traveling anywhere or doing anything else. So uh, that saved my bacon, basically. It was brilliant.
what more were you doing? More commercial work, anime? What sort of field was
In
the?
voiceover.
Yeah,
So I do a lot of commercial work and I do dubbing for Netflix as well.
dubbing.
Uh, yeah, so
I-
when
the
you,
the English dub of
yeah,
Japanese. Yeah,
uh, mainly like Swedish and Norwegian, crime dramas and stuff like that.
as in real life stuff. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Is there any I might have watched
There are a few.
or I
There's
might
a
have know of?
called Postmortem, which is on Netflix.
Postmortem. Yeah.
Um, Another one called Capitani,
Capitani.
Capitani, and
Wow.
Oktoberfest, Beer and Blood.
I've heard of
That's
that
another one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
There's a
So
whole other side of voice acting that you
mm,
would never know about.
yeah, yes. And then radio, English radio, British radio, as well. So
And
I do some programs.
what sort of voice would you put on for English radio? Is it more upbeat sort of stuff? Like,
I sort of do impersonations. So I do impersonations of. So I used to be on a program called News Jack, which was a bit of a spoof of the news, and the Now Show, which is also a kind of uh, uh, spoof
yeah.
show. So kind of doing, from fake newsreader, fake BBC News newsreader voice to Theresa May or whomever the female politician of the week
Come
who
on.
has disagreed.
I gotta hear an impression now.
Oh God.
I'm putting you
Well,
on the
Theresa,
spot. Come on.
it's pretty hard. Theresa May is quite intense. and loud. And with COVID, she's extremely stressed, and her voice wobbles a lot. And yes, that's kind of an exaggeration.
Oh my goodness. I can't imagine Fia.
That's literally raised my heartbeat quite high.
Imagine Fia sounding like that, guys. Far out. Everyone's laughing in the chat. That's crazy.
Oh, good.
I love that. So, yeah, so Netflix dubbing was a big one. And I'm guessing they take a while because they're full movies or shows, right? So you got a lot of work there or not? If you're a main character, I guess you'd have more work, wouldn't you?
I think so as the main.
Yeah.
I'm normally not the main character, but it's at most a couple of days. And again, it's kind of similar to this. You get like an Excel sort of spreadsheet with your lines, and it's all very kind of like organized. So you're skipping out a huge proportion of the story. You know, it's just like straight into your scene, and it's like, right, in this scene, he's going to kill her, she's going to run away, boom, off you go. So no prep whatsoever. Voiceover work, zero prep in terms of, even with adverts, with everything, you just go straight in. You get given the script the minute you arrive. You don't even have time. You know, there's no prep whatsoever. So it's very much about being,
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Oh my! Is that they want to get you in and out? Is it just we've got to move things along? You know, it's quick. Everything's moving.
Yes, it's probably studio time and money, but I think it's just the rules of the game. It's like you're either sort of really on it, or it's just like the quicker you are, the more people love you.
Really? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So what's a dream? Don't die on me, please. Not on air. Can you do it? Could you do it after we go off air? That'd be. No, I'm joking. So what's the dream role for you? Is it a comedy special on Netflix? Is it a big main character in a video game? Is it a recurring character in a TV series? I'm sure you'd love all three. But what is there a goal here in the next 5 years, or for yourself, or what would you like to do more of, I guess?
I absolutely love voiceover work, and I'm not saying that just because that's what I'm here for, but I do actually really love it because I feel I've dedicated a lot of time to it, and I love the craft, and I also love the fact that nobody can see me. I'm not going to lie. It's great. But as an actor, I absolutely loved being in a series. I loved being in a series with my best friend who I work with, and we created and developed a lot of the characters. So I love playing very extreme characters, and I would love to, just kind of get more roles where I can really transform a witch, a crackers old teacher, something a bit but basically get more kind of character roles, and maybe not be, it's quite difficult to do that. You get typecast, it's like Mediterranean woman. And
is that what you get typecasted as? Mediterranean woman?
For auditions, I mean, it would mainly be Mediterranean, whatever kind of, that's the vibe. But it's a whole niche. It takes a long time, and I think because people know that we do characters, it's kind of going more in that direction. It just takes a long time.
And you want to do more video game work, or what?
I'd love to. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot, and absolutely. I mean, it's really satisfying because it's such a craft, and everybody really knows what they're doing. And then there's this amazing product, which looks incredible. And people enjoy. I mean, it's not my world, but it's a world. It's a real world, isn't it?
Yeah. How about Hollywood? Vincent here says, any Hollywood pitches or Hollywood actors that you'd like to work with, directors?
Oh my God, of course.
If you had to pick a dream actor and director, who would you go with? And you're the lead.
I'm the lead.
Yep.
Crikey.
Yep.
Okay. Director, I'm going to say not exactly Hollywood, but
No, that's fine.
Sorrentino, who is an Italian director who directed The Great Beauty, and recently it was The Hand of God, which is on Netflix, and he just was
Oh,
nominated for a BAFTA, and I think he'll be nominated for an Oscar. He won an Oscar a few years ago for The Great Beauty, so it's very like over the top kind of kitsch Italian aesthetic, and it's very it's much more popular actually outside of Italy than in Italy. But I personally,
really? Why is
yeah,
that?
oh, because it's sort of really riding on like stereotypes. So I think Italians in Italy are a bit like he's not really representing what we're actually like. Whereas when you're an
Right.
expat Italian, you're like yes, yes, he is.
So
So I'd love
how do you say his name? Paolo Sorrentino.
Paolo
Paolo.
Sorrentino.
Paolo Sorrentino.
That's it. Very
I
good.
haven't seen any of his work. I'm intrigued now. I
Oh,
have heard about The Hand of God on Netflix, but I never watched it.
The
So,
Great Beauty is the
The
best.
Great
It's one,
Beauty,
and some of his older works are
2013. Okay. What's that about? Lavish nightlife of a Rome for decades. Okay. Nightclubs and parties find a timeless
it's very,
landscape. Looks beautifully shot. I'll say
yeah.
that.
I'd say
So,
him, actor. Um, hmm. Well, the child in me would say Leonardo DiCaprio, of course.
he is he the love interest in the film, eh?
I
Okay.
was I was
You.
obsessed.
Oh,
I
well,
was a
yeah.
wo- I was a woman obsessed. But maybe now I'd say Olivia Colman. Just to
Oh, yeah. She's awesome. She's really awesome.
That would be amazing. Can you imagine?
Oh,
Gosh,
yeah. And
I'd be
she'd be. I think she'd be a lot of fun too.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can just tell. You can just
She's
tell.
cool.
Uh, would you consider doing any Fia ASMR if paid?
Ah. It depends because do you have to be seen to do ASMR?
Do you have to be seen? I don't think so. No, not to
I'd
my
do it.
knowledge. No.
I'd do it if I could keep my mug out of it. Yeah.
You just don't want to be seen. Is that right? So how are you going to be alongside Leo in this
Well,
film? If you
that's
don't...
different. That would be different.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that would be different. But I think in terms of like um, that sort of world, I like to keep the two worlds separate.
Okay.
If that
Right.
makes sense.
No,
Because
that
I'm playing
makes.
a character who's not me. Fia. She's Fia.
What was your reaction when you saw her art and her design? Were you like, wow? Were you like, what I don't know. Like, I'm fascinated.
um, I mean, she was kind of how I would expect,
Mm,
like the description of her to be, I suppose. Like
yeah.
kind of, yeah, those sort of drawings, of like fairies, like naked fairies with a little wing. I was like, yeah, that's all right. I
Yeah.
get the vibe.
Right. Right.
But then she changed. She changed look. So she doesn't
Right.
look in the video game the way that she did in those drawings. She
She
looks
didn't have the
different.
black cape on. That
She
black.
did have the cape. She did have the cape, but
Okay. But the
yeah, she's
face.
quite. The face is different. Yeah.
Ah. So, do you think this Halloween or whenever you're going to do a cosplay of Fia?
Sure.
Sure, that's a no. That's a flat out no. No, honestly, you got a viral video here, right? You dress up as Fia, playing your part of the game.
Mm.
It's getting 1 million views. I'll happily upload it. Oh man.
Oh
You
dear.
said you wanted a YouTube resurgence. I'm just trying to help you.
No.
I'm just trying to help
No.
you.
I think you should dress up as Fia and that you should live stream it.
Oh, goodness me. Okay. Okay. That'd be entertaining for another reason.
But keep the
Uh,
beard. Yeah.
oh, goodness me. Was it hard to get the character's voice or did it just click from quarter?
Um, she kind of clicked, but then we definitely fine-tuned her to make her even softer and quieter. At the start, I think I was a bit further back from the mic. I was kind of projecting a bit more, and then we realized that she needed to be more ASMR vibes, kind of much closer and much quieter.
I'm hearing a bit of it now, actually, as you're talking.
Yes, I'm sort of a little bit less. And you can go deeper when you can lower your register when you're nearer the microphone.
Yeah. There was you didn't have to yell or anything, did you? I'm trying to think of the quest. There was never it was always a similar tone, right?
I think so. Yeah.
That must be difficult as well, to try and portray a range of emotions while staying in that same, tone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, you're right. It's because you don't really know what how to get that across, like except being out of breath or
yeah.
I guess, I mean, it sounds cheesy, but you have to really feel it, or kind of
Yeah.
really pretend to feel it, so like if you're hurt, I think at one point she gets kicked, or she gets beaten up or something, and so I make my stomach very tense, as if I've just been kicked, so that then and then if she's whispering, so that then it's like, ow,
Yeah, right.
What else can you do?
Well, yeah, because I'm guessing you haven't done any motion capture before, have you, or performance capture with the suits or anything?
I actually have.
Oh, you have? Oh, nice.
Yeah. Not for a video game, but for TV.
Really? Why would you need it for TV?
Because I was playing a monster, so they had to CGI a certain aspect, like not my body but my face. So I had motion capture dots on my face, and then.
What sort of monster, may I ask?
It's called a Vitala.
A Vitala. Okay.
Vitala.
How do I spell that?
Vetala.
ALA. Okay. If my internet works, let's have a look. Oh, okay.
Are they coming up?
I'm getting a lot of different images here.
Is
it like a vamp? Like.
It's like a bit like a mummy meets.
Yeah.
Kind of skull.
Yeah.
Thing.
Wow, that's sort of creepy. Was this a horror? Was this a horror? What sort of show was it?
This was a series of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Right.
But I think short-lived.
Oh, really?
One series, I believe, and it was on ITV, which is the sort of third channel here in the UK.
Yep.
So it was quite a few years ago. Yeah. So we were kind of slinking around like monsters, and they put these dots on and a kind of hood, and then there were a few green screen moments as well.
I mean, I guess that must have been fun.
It was.
Yeah.
It was really fun because also we were completely wrapped up. There was like a pack of us gals, and we were all kind of completely wrapped up. So you could literally only see, like, they'd even painted everything here was black. So all you could see was our eyeballs, basically. Ooh. And then we were completely covered. And the air of mystery, I mean, the actors on set they couldn't contain themselves. They were just coming over and like chatting with us. Oh, are you a dancer? Oh, no. Oh, wow. Very intrigued. And then when we took the makeup off, they just, they didn't want to know. They didn't want to know.
Oh, shit. Wow. You've had some career so far. You've done a lot of different shit. Haven't you? You've done everything. What haven't you done? No, seriously.
Just like a normal film.
You just want a normal role, yeah.
Yeah.
Where you just play like similar to yourself, but
like the girl next door. Yeah.
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming.
Thank you. I hope so.
Now, if they called you back for Elden Ring 2, right? Let's be honest. There's going to be an Elden Ring 2 one day after these sales. We know what it's like.
Thrilled.
We know
Utterly
what
thrilled.
we know what it's like these days. If something
Yeah.
does well, we'll probably get a sequel. I'm guessing you'll be saying, "Yeah, sign me up." Am I wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Sure.
Noth here says, "What was this the most vague role you've ever been given? From what I've heard, the voice actors don't get much background on the Elden Ring world." Well, we touched on that earlier, but I mean, probably one of your most vague, I'm guessing. You know, or maybe not.
I think so. I mean, role-wise, I mean, I think other voiceover jobs are more vague, but it's never really a role. It's more just like a voice with no body. So this, this is a real one. This is a character. So,
have you seen your work yet? Have you looked on YouTube and seen?
I did.
Stuff?
I did. I saw. Yes, I saw a little bit of her. I did, yeah. When she's on the bed and then someone goes in and
Hugs.
I saw the little hug. And then she gave him a little talking to after that. Yeah, kind of just saw that really.
What did that make you feel like? Because you're not a gamer. So was it just a bit bizarre seeing that? Because it's your own, it's your own voice. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I guess because I've been in the booth, it's like, oh yeah, that's
it.
That's the digitized image of what we did, and there we go. That's that. Very good. Off we go. Bye bye. That's kind of it.
Oh man,
it's a bit depressing. Sorry. Gosh.
No, you're a crack up. You're a crack up. Oh man. Do you have any advice for someone that wants to get into voice acting? That's from Strange Bot. Any advice?
That's so nice to be asked advice. Yeah, I guess make a reel of your voices. So record your voices as best you can, with a microphone, and make like a reel, which is about a minute long.
To cut you off, do you have any specific mics? Like, what one do you use? Do you have anything?
I have a really basic setup.
Yeah.
I'm happy to plug it. It's a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 third generation.
Sounds like absolute gibberish to me. I don't even know what you just said.
Yeah, me neither. No idea. Somebody else told me to get it.
No, it sounds fancy. Sounds fancy.
It's really not so.
No?
You have like a mic stand, microphone, and then you have like a cover for it, a popper kind of thing.
Do you do it in your closet or anything? Like, do you have it in enclosed space? No.
I do it in this living room because there's a lot of like soft furnishing, so it's a small room, so it's very well kind of balanced. And then there's like an interface that you plug into your laptop and you fiddle around, and I use like GarageBand. So you make a reel and then you can send it off to voice agents. I guess that's the best idea. But I mean, I'm kind of old school, so I guess like if you're into, if you're more savvy than me and more kind of in the know in terms of like the online world, voice agents are for old chumps like me that don't understand what's going on. ASMR was very new to me. I was like, what is happening here? What's going on? No idea.
Honestly, I reckon you could make millions doing ASMR as Fia. I'm telling you, there's a hidden revenue stream here for you that you need to explore.
We'll discuss it, and then you can get a percentage of.
Yeah, look, I'm happy to take 49% of the company. You can take 51%.
That sounds.
You can do all the work. Far out. Hey Dan, can you ask her what was her inspiration to get started as an actor?
Oh, that's sweet. What was my inspiration? I've been an absolute film nerd since I was tiny. I've always loved, and television. I'm an absolute television addict. It's
give me some of your favorites.
Favorite? You mean from the last week? Favorites? Because
Yeah. If
yeah,
yeah.
TV or films.
Either or, please. I need some recommendations. I'm running low.
Um, my goodness. Well, the best thing I've seen on television recently, and it's in the UK. I don't know if it's broadcasting outside of the UK, but it was This Is Going to Hurt, which is a BBC sort of comedy drama, and it's about the NHS. It's about the British NHS, and Ben Whishaw stars in it, and he is the best actor we have, and it's just incredible. It's
I've got it.
intense.
Yep.
It's really beautiful, and it's based on a book by this guy who was a doctor, and then he became a writer and a comedian, and it's just the best thing I've seen.
Oh wow, high ratings. Yeah, very high ratings.
Really brilliant. I don't know if I guess it will be, get there to Australia and
yeah. No, it's I can watch it right now. Yeah, it's on Foxtel, which is one of our.
It's intense. I mean, it's pretty gut wrenching stuff. It's quite like
full on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite full on, but it's really good. So that's my newest sort of top tip.
Have you seen Fleabag?
Of course, and Fleabag. Of course. Yes,
I knew you would. So, that's probably one of my favorite comedies in the last decade. I would say, in terms of TV series.
Yeah,
does that mean I've got good quality, like good taste?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Dan.
Good.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, she's changed the world. She's changed this world of like TV and writing and how
really you think so? Because I'm a bit out of the loop. Like I didn't know it was that big of a show.
She's really changed the game in terms of female writing and sort of how we perceive women, in the world and on television. She's just kind of gone, it's not what you think it is at all, and it's really helpful because I think, most women watch it and are like, finally, thank you.
Yeah.
And she's like super powerful now. I mean, she's mega powerful. Yeah, she's like,
oh wow,
signed a deal with. She signed. You probably will find this information out faster than I can, but she signed a deal where like her next bunch of work will always be for, I think it might be HBO or something like that, and it's like multi-million deal, like crazy amounts of money.
Oh wow, must have been Fleabag must have really been a big show. Amazon. Yeah,
Amazon, that's it. And she also wrote the new, she sort of went in to fix the new James Bond script. Make it yeah, so she kind of went in and made it more funny.
She did
and more cool.
too, yeah. Wow. Kicking ass, eh?
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. And it all started at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is what I've done for 7 years in a row.
Wow. Is that where she started that little, and then it developed?
Show.
Yeah, wow. Isn't that crazy? I wonder how she got that show off the ground then. Maybe a producer believed in her, or I don't know.
She self-produced. That's what the Edinburgh Festival is. So you go up there, you book your own venue, you sort everything out, and you do your show, and then people come and see it, and then you might get booked to do it in another theatre. And so that's how my comedy partner and I have been getting work over the years. Every summer you make a show in Edinburgh, you show it, and then there's a Melbourne
Fringe Festival. Yeah.
Exactly the same kind of vibe, and then you get picked up from there, and that's how she did it.
Wow, awesome. Oh well, I thank you so much for coming on. The last hour's flown by.
Gosh, done already. Wow.
Can I? I got to hear this voice now. I mean, I'm chomping at the bit. Seriously, I'm chomping at the bit. A lot of people are. They want to hear some lines. Come on, we've got to hear something.
Can you play me Fia in English, and then I can translate some stuff and remember.
Well, can I play her? I mean, I'm sure I can bring something up for you.
That's a bit of admin there. Sorry.
Oh no. It's my pleasure to serve you. I'll have to bring my own video up. I mean, we have to do some self-promotion as well, don't we?
Yes.
I don't know how well you could hear this, though. You let me know if you can hear it.
Okay.
If not, we'll work something out.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? The blessing is...
You heard that?
Yep. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Where's my microphone?
Hold on. So we're getting this in Italian and Fia. We're getting both versions, right?
Just Italian or both?
I want both. I want to hear Italian and normal.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I've got the Italian one in my head.
Okay, let's go Italian.
Okay. Sono felice di rivederti. Vorresti un abbraccio?
I think I just nearly had a heart attack. That was beautiful. I don't know how you did that. Oh, I'm flabbergasted. Okay, let's continue. Let's hear what.
The flame in your breast, dear. Would you like to be held? Regardless?
Would you like to be held, regardless?
Would you like to be held, regardless? Huh?
Sensational.
Come closer.
Gosh, it's such an ego trip. My goodness.
Ego trip. Really?
Yeah.
You love it?
It's like, oh, that's so great. It's like, cool.
No, honestly, like you got to think of it from my perspective. Like I've been playing the game for hundreds of hours, and you know, you hear this character so much, and then you're just hearing the voice. You know, it's just weird in a way. Fantastic.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Like a voice note on, I'll leave you a voice note so that then you can.
Oh,
A motivating voice note.
Could you? That'd be fantastic.
What is it? Great champion. That's the one, isn't it?
Great champion Dan.
Great champion Dan. Okay, cool. Consider it done. And then I'll leave another one as Theresa May.
Oh God, you're gonna make me
Just to
laugh.
stress you
You're gonna
out.
make me laugh and cry in the one voice memo. Is there anything you wanted to say to the fans out there that have watched today and will watch in a month and will watch in a year? Anything you wanted to just say and plug?
I hope that it's not been too much of a shock to see the face behind the voice, and I hope that they enjoy the game and carry on watching your channel, and just like doing their thing out there in the gaming world.
And can anyone watch your live show? Do you have any live shows coming up or anything like that?
Yes, we have a website, so it's www.roshinandchiara.com, and we try to update that with all of our gigs. Most of our gigs are in London.
We've got plenty of London listeners. That's fine. No, yeah.
But yes, please do come and support live comedy and live arts as well. So a bit of both, bit of game, bit of live.
Definitely, got to support it, eh? In the next.
It's nice to be in the room with people as well. So I think, it's really cool. Actually, it's really nice to integrate the worlds of gaming and live art.
Yeah, as I said, I'm seeing Auntie Donna, and then I'm seeing Hamilton, which I really want to see. It's come down.
Oh, cool.
Not the original cast, obviously, but it's still going to be bloody good, I'm sure. Get out there. They need the support, don't they?
We do, yes. We do. We all do.
And then follow you on Instagram. Is that the only social you have? Yeah.
I would follow Roshin and Chiara on Instagram. My personal Instagram is very boring and absolutely it's not professional in any way. So at least Roshin and Chiara, there are some funny things sometimes, and we always put our shows on there. So that's the best kind of updated thing to check out.
Awesome. Well,
thank you so much.
No, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun.
Oh, good. I'm glad. So have I.
It's been a hoot. yeah, I guess I'll speak to you later. But it's again, we really appreciate your time, and everyone, say bye, thank you, and hopefully we'll have you back on sooner rather than later.
Okay, thank you so much, Dan. Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
And there you have it, everybody. What a guest. Fantastic. A lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed that one, guys. And we have another special guest. Oh, who have we got next, guys? We have... Let me get this up for you, because even I don't know my own schedule. We have Godfrey, the voice of Godfrey, Edward Rowe. That's happening tomorrow. And then we have Blyde, Scott Arthur, great character in Elden Ring. He's the day after. And then the day after that, we have Rykard. I got him. He only has a few lines, right? One of the main bosses, but man, that was the craziest voice I've ever heard. And he said he's going to do the voice for us live on air. I can't wait. We've got a few voices now. We're going to get a little compilation going of all the Elden Ring voices. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to put that together. But man, Rykard, he's got a fucking crazy voice. I'm not overstating it. That voice is fucking insane. Go and listen to it. Honestly, I can't wait to hear it live and just talk to him. But there you have it, guys. That's Fia. Lovely girl, Chiara, and make sure you follow her on everything. And while you're there, follow me. But other than that, guys, it's been my pleasure, as always. And I hope you will stick around for the upcoming streams. And yeah, guys, it's been my pleasure. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.
Pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you once more? The blessing is still aflame in your breast, dear. Would you like to be held, regardless? Now, come closer. You are so very warm. I was known as a deathbed companion where I come from. After I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble to grant him another chance at life. To do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion. So please, let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.